Hey y'all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Maudie and I am a mama of 9 and I live in the South, as you can tell by my accent. And I'm excited to do this video today. I've been asked to share a few things about what I love about being a large family mama and having a large family. My sweet friend, Mama Bear to Many, I will link her down below. She is putting together this collab with me and her and a few other mamas, and we're just all going to share what we feel about being a large family mama and what our 5 favorite things are. So I'm going to hop right into it. I will preface my video by saying my mic is dead. I'm having to just hold the phone and flip it on selfie mode, so the quality might not be that great of the video and it may be a little shaky. That's because I'm holding it with my hand. So but I did want to go ahead and do this while I had just a few minutes, because I am a large family mama and I am very busy. I also have grandsons, several little grandsons, and one on the way. And so our life is full, and that is not a bad thing. I am blessed, so blessed. So first, a little bit about me, in case you don't know. Like I said, my name is Maudie. This is my channel. I typically share things about homeschooling, homesteading, frugal living. We live on a half-acre homestead here that we're actually rebuilding from the ground up. We're starting fresh. We got rid of all of our animals and we'll be starting fresh this spring. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel and follow below. We're just building it back on frugality, because that is how we live. We live a very frugal life. And it is by necessity, but it is also by choice at this point. It is something that I'm learning is a very good thing, and I'm excited to share. Sorry about that. I'm excited to share all that with the people that are here on my channel. So the first thing is, I'm a large family mama and I have 9 children. I think I've said that about 3 times yet. I am sorry if I'm just repeating myself. My oldest is 26. She's almost 27. She's still here at home. Then I have 2 married daughters who are 25 and 24. They have their own homes and their own little families, and one of them, actually, our yards connect. She lives right next door to us, and she has one of my little grandsons there. So that's been really neat. And then I have a 20-year-old son who is still at home, who is self-employed and trying to just make his way in the world, and trying to do what he can do best, which is tech things, things of that nature. He's extremely intelligent, so I'm lucky to have him, so I can go to him for my tech needs. And yeah, he's usually the ones that edits and uploads my video, but we're currently without a computer. Our computer is down until we get our tax return, so we're just having to wing it on this phone, and it is not good. But anyway, so after that, after I had actually, let's see, we had our daughter, our 3rd daughter. My husband had a vasectomy, and then a year later he had it reversed. I was able to have our son, and I had my tubes tied. That was many moons ago. I had 4 C-sections, one right after another, it seemed like, and my doctors were I'm so sorry about that. My doctors were very adamant that I should not have any more children. So for about 5 years, my tubes remained tied, and I really started having a lot of health problems, and I won't go into that on this video, because that's not what this is about. But I had all these health issues, and a doctor had mentioned having a tubal reversal. I didn't know that that was even a possibility or a thing, and we began to research it. And long story short, my mother was alive at the time, and she gifted us the money to have the reversal. And we drove to Jackson, Tennessee, and had that reversal. And I got pregnant immediately with an ectopic pregnancy. We had that removed. And then, long story short, they told us that we would not be able to conceive, but my health problems were better after the reversal. So even though we had given the Lord our fertility at that point, we were at least thankful. Even if we had no more children, we were thankful that my health issues were better. So I got pregnant the very next week after that test with our daughter, who is now 14. She'll be 15 in the summer. And then right away we conceived again with our son, who is 13, almost 14. Then we have a, let me think, then our next son is 11. And then I have a daughter that's 9. And we have the baby of the family thus far, and probably permanently because I am 44 years old, our littlest, who just turned 6. And we did have a loss in between him and number 8 and 9, and it was a little boy. I was about 13 weeks along, so I still count him in our family size, so that would make us 10. We have 9 living, and the one little boy that's gone on to be with the Lord. But all in all, I think back a lot of times on, if I wouldn't have had my tubes tied, a couple of other faces would probably be in our lineup, and I can't think of it too much, but when I do think about it, it kind of makes me sad, because I just wonder who it would have been, or it may not have been the Lord's will for anyone else to join our family at that time. And if not, obviously there would have been nothing I could do about it, just like the situation we're in now, where we would take another baby, but the Lord hasn't seen fit to give us one. Each child is a blessing, and I'm sure if you've watched my sweet friend Mama Bear to Minnie, and you've seen her journey with her littlest baby, he is so precious. And just to think that, some doctors would have wanted to just end his life, but she gave him a fighting chance. And she never ceases to amaze me, like every single day. I'm definitely amazed by her and her family and their resilience, and just their dedication to following the Lord and doing what he says, when he says, in his timing. So the number one thing that I love about having a large family is, fun fact, I was an only child. I did have a half sister who is 21 years older than me. I never seen, and my parents never had any more children but me. My mom was 46 when I was born, and I was her one and only. And my dad was in his early 50s. So, I was an only child besides cousins. So I just love the idea of having more than one child at least. Originally, I started out wanting no children. That quickly changed. And after I had our son, I kind of wanted more, but I just felt like I'm going to do the responsible thing, have my tubes tied. But once my tubes were untied, I was just excited to see what the Lord would bring and who the Lord would bring into our family. And 5 beautiful babies later, I'm so grateful for that and that decision we made, and my mom's generosity of giving us the money, because we probably wouldn't have been able to afford it. And praise the Lord, she did that. She was so kind, and she loved her grandbaby. She did not get to meet Asher. She passed away, and Asher's our 6-year-old, but she did meet everyone else. So that's one of the things I love, is just having, my older girls are my friends, and my son is my friend. It's like I have raised these children to adulthood, and now I get to see them live their own lives, and it's just really neat to sit and think, wow, like you're out doing your own thing. And I'm so proud of each of my children, and I've raised my own friends, so I love that. I love the fact that we are never bored. That's number 2. And these are not in any particular order, but we're never bored. There's always something going on here, and it's not in a bad way. So I love that. The third thing is, I love that my children have siblings. I love that my children have their own family unit and their own group of people that can rally around them when they need something. There's not like a ton of animosity there. Of course, they've had issues because they're children, and then children growing into adults. So of course, everything's not perfect. I sure won't pretend that, but I'm so glad that they have each other and that they can lean on each other, especially in times of need, when something is going on, or in later years when my husband and I are not in the best of health, or whatever may happen. It's good to know that the children have each other, and it's not just one of them or even 2 of them that have to bear that burden. Lord forbid something happen, or there be a severe illness or whatever. I know with my mom, and she had Alzheimer's and a stroke and all the things that I went through, and I was alone, and it was very difficult. But my girls were older at the time, And one of my daughters, she even had her first child right after that. Right before my mom passed away, she had her first child. So, you know, I did have adult children, and that helped in that supportive role, but still it's not the same as having siblings who can come in and help you make decisions and help you do the things that need to be done. So I'm thankful for that. Let's see. I'm thankful that the Lord has just chosen to give me these children, and I don't even know why, because I'm not worthy. I'm so not worthy of the blessings He's given me, but He has chosen to give me these specific individuals, and when I look at them, again, I'm just amazed that these are the people that the Lord chose to put in our lives and for us to go through life with, and I'm so thankful for that. I absolutely love it. Another thing I love is getting to just experience life with these kiddos. Like, we were able to go to Williamsburg a couple of years ago to the Mommy's Retreat, and that was super fun, and it was an experience that my children will never forget. We met a lot of awesome people there, and it was great. And if you don't know what Mommy's is, it is it used to be an online forum, which I think the forum is still active, but it's a Facebook group now, and it is for mommies of a lot of children. So mothers of many young siblings is what I believe it spelled out to, I think. I cannot remember, but I've been a member of it since my 20-year-old was a baby. So if that tells you anything, I've been there for many, many years. And that's been such a blessing to be there with those women on the forum. And yeah, so it's opened the door. Having a lot of children has also opened the door to being able to just do things, I think, that a lot of people don't get to do. And I think I get to live a life from a different perspective that most people that choose to have the typical 2 or 3 kids, which is fine. I don't fault anyone. I don't hold anything against anyone. You know, you do what you feel like the Lord is leading you to do, or whatever you choose to do, that's completely fine. No judgment here. But for us, it was I just cannot imagine. There are days that I think, wow, you know, I've got friends who are in different life predicaments where their children are grown and gone, and I think, wow, like, what would I do if it was just us? Which, of course, we would find things to do. I love my husband. I love spending time with him. There would be plenty of things for us to do, but it's still, like, I'm so grateful. And that's really what I want to convey in this video, is just a spirit of thankfulness and gratefulness that the Lord seen fit to give me these kids and to raise, and I'm doing the very best I can. And I've failed miserably many times, but, you know, children are resilient and children are forgiving. And the Lord also is full of grace, and I'm so thankful for that. So I'm trying to think, was that 5? I completely lost count because my brain is scattered. That's one thing about being a large family mama. I'm not one of those mamas that have everything in order and everything works just like it should 24 hours a day. Put me back at 4 kids, and yes, it was a different story here, but I have grown to relax a lot, and that's something that having multiple children has taught me as well. It's just to relax and live your life according to however the Lord leads you to live it, and just be thankful and grateful for every single day that you get to be here on this earth, because if you're still here, the Lord has a purpose, and it's such a special thing. And we just all, whether we have a large family or we don't, we just all need to be thankful, and we all need to just look at our lives. And yes, maybe certain things could be better about our life, but certain things could be so much worse, and we really just need to hone in and be grateful for what we have and who we are and where we are in life. So that is all I really have to say. Having a large family is excellent. I love it. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to have just wants to let the Lord control their fertility, or whatever you choose to do. But I can assure you that if you do have a large family, you're not going to regret it. It's been my biggest blessing in life, for sure, hands down. Just growing up with these kids, seeing these little kids grow up into adults, and then also still rearing more children up. And yeah, I've learned a lot over these past 26 years, and I have a lot more to learn. But I am thankful that I can share it with you guys and that I was able to get on here and do this. And again, I'm sorry about the video and it being shaky and the audio probably not being that great, but thankful. I'm thankful I was able to get this recorded. And yeah, just if you enjoyed, you want to check out my channel, check out some more videos, that's great. I'd love to have you here. I'm going to be posting more regular videos after our computer is done, where it's much easier for me to upload. And I may even get me a camera, I don't know, because I could use a camera for many things, not just YouTube, so that's something we're considering. But nonetheless, I hope you have an awesome weekend. This is Friday evening, and this will be up sometime next week. So yeah, hope you have a great week ahead, and thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. Bye.